Okay, let me start then. Okay, so the thing is, tomorrow once you join any of the IT industry, IT company, right? The first thing they'll ask is what is the domain that you are working in, or what is the industry that you see. Thing is, at the end of the day, we as a developer or a QA or as a BA will be working in one of the industry and will be solving the problems that exist in that industry. Okay, can you give me one example? What is the problem and what is the industry? So I'll just illustrate one simple example so that you'll quickly start from here. So if you see, right, there's something like in everywhere, right? Right now you see this QR in order to make the payment. So what is the problem over there? We have eliminated the regular cash. We have eliminated the fake currency, and we have eliminated the problem of indirectly the problem of carrying the cash. We also ensure that every transaction becomes digital, so it is recorded. And at the end of the day, if someone consolidates all this transaction, it is evident that how much is one spending and how much is one earning. Right? So this is a problem that existed initially, where no one has understood like how can we do this digitalization. But then after this, the scanner, the phone pay, Paytm, with this like with the UPS system, right? Now digital payments have become quite easy. Right? Similarly, let's say there's a website. Okay. Previously, if you want to purchase something, you need to go to shop, you need to purchase there, go in person, try to get everything, try to get clothes or groceries, everything you need to go to shop, get the things out. First of all, you need to prepare the list, then check the list, and then come home again. Right now, this problem has been solved by the apps such as Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, other things. So this is the problem. What is the problem? You need to go in person. You need to spend time out over there. You need to ensure everything you have been, check marking every time. But now you can add to the account. You can keep it over there. Everything you can check out accounts of the weekend and you can, complete the work at your fingertips. Similarly, in the US, Canada, right, insurance is one of the most prominent one. Like it exists everywhere. You have insurance for everything. You have insurance for vehicle. You have for your home. You have insurance for your farm vehicles. Farm vehicles in the sense like tractor. What are the vehicles that are used in farm? Even for those you have an insurance, and for the workers you have an insurance, and for the inland marine like the ships that carry the cargo, they will have an insurance. Insurance is like everywhere. You have a pet insurance, you have a marriage insurance, whatnot. You have insurance for everything. And here, by seeing the volume of business here, so Guidewire, they have started a company in order to address one of the challenge that exists in this particular industry. That is the core system in order to maintain the policies, claims, and in order to collect the premiums. So this is one of the big problems because right now all the insurance companies are using the mainframes. So when they have identified this problem a couple of decades ago, they have started to solve this problem step by step. And that is how the entire platform has been built. So what is the industry that we'll be working with now? It is the insurance industry. And what is the purpose? Like why we need insurance? First thing, it will give you economic stability, right? It acts as a safety net when something really happens to your business or as an individual or to the property or to your vehicle, correct? Suppose if a damage happens to the vehicle you're driving or damage happens to your home, what and all the savings that you have saved so far will all go in getting it repaired, correct? But if suppose just assume you have an insurance, the insurance company will take care of, getting it repaired. You can actually stay safe and again get back to your business after taking some rest if you're actually injured, right? Then enabling commerce. So suppose let us say you have been sending a cargo, like you own a ship and you're actually taking billions of dollars worth of cargo, and all of a sudden there comes a storm, or all of a sudden there is an attack on the ship by the thieves in the ocean or the sea. So entire cargo is lost. It means you have to shut down your business because you need to repay the whole amount to the clients, right? Because you did not deliver the shipment to the end goal, right? So even there, we have an insurance which will actually protect you from running your business. Or let us say you're running a factory, small factory, or you're running a shop, and all of a sudden there is an electrocution happened, and a couple of people have died due to that. And then they have asked for a compensation, and you have to put your own hard-earned earnings for the 2 years in order to just pay the compensation for them. Just imagine how bad the situation would be. So these are the few situations wherein, insurance stays there as a safety net and actually protects you at most. Okay. So now you understood what the importance of insurance, and then they have seen the scope of insurance industry in the US and Canada, and then Guidewire has started to develop its own platform. Okay. So this platform is mainly concentrating only for the property and casualty insurers. What does it mean? Damage to the property and, liability to the third party. Property, casualty. So these two things, whichever the things they are covering, like all the insurance companies, whoever are concentrating in this P&C insurance, for them, the Guidewire is the best product they can actually use. So this has become a platform of choice for more than 5,000 plus insurers. Reason being, the only thing is the fast to market, easy to implement, and and right now they even adapted the cloud standards wherein the purchasing power of the consumer would increase when they have moved to the cloud. So these are the few advantages which made Guidewire a platform of choice for all the tier one, or you say Fortune 500 companies, whom whatnot. All the tier one insurers are now running on the Guidewire platform. Okay. And then, so when they have did extensive study, right, the entire insurance market they have studied, right, what they have done is they have developed the insurance suite altogether. So they have developed three X centers: policy center, claim center, billing center. So policy center would manage the aspects of policy administration. Okay. Claim center would take care of handling the claim life cycle. Billing center would take care of, billing and invoicing of all the policies. Clear? Everyone. So then, do we really have an opportunity or not? Definitely, we have an opportunity. The main advantages of this Guidewire is, this training is not provided by everyone, first of all, and the software is not available outside. It's not an open source tool. This is, a niche technology and a proprietary software. So definitely, if you are in that, very few people, definitely you get an edge to earn more, right? The higher the demand and lesser the people, the higher the pay. That's it. Okay. And what are the roles? Yeah, we have a configuration developer role, integration specialist role. So developer means configuration developer who takes care of building the policy center UI, which will be used by the internal agents. Okay. And then we have an integration specialist who takes care of integrating all of these centers with the external systems. Why do we need that integration? You might be thinking of. Suppose today, if you see, right, if you are going into any kind of website, if you have to fill in all the details, let us say name, father name, mother name, surname, phone number, address, you need to fill in everything. Suppose let us say if they have integrated their system with the Aadhaar, and if you just type the Aadhaar number, if all information has been fetched and if it has been populated, so how good a customer experience it would be, right? So in a similar fashion, if you just provide the VIN number or if you just provide the driver license, just imagine the details getting auto-populated in the application. It's how beautiful it is. So that is the best advantage when you integrate your system with the third-party systems. And also the main importance of integration is, suppose let us say you need to have certain information in order to assess the loss that is actually happening. Or like suppose let us say you have a vehicle that has been owned from the last 10 years, and there's a driver who's driving the particular vehicle from last 5 years, and you wanted to know the loss history of this vehicle and the driver history of this particular driver. So insurance company doesn't maintain all this data, right? Definitely they need to depend on a third party. So even there, you need to have an integration being built between the Guidewire and the third party system. Okay. And then you have a Guidewire architect role, which you need to gain at least 10 plus years of experience in order to become an architect, obviously. And right now they have been migrated to cloud, right from on-prem to cloud, they have migrated. So definitely have a cloud engineer role as well. And last but not least, Jutro front-end developer. So the portal, the UI that you see from Guidewire Policy Center will only be used by the internal agents that we'll be seeing in the upcoming classes. But if at all, if you want to build some beautiful UIs, right, instead of learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Node, everything, right, just learn Jutro framework. You will become a very good front-end developer. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the other two things we have already discussed. That's okay. And then next thing is like configuration, integration, maintenance. If you want to see as a role, we have just discussed this as well in detail. And yeah, coming to the language. So you all people know, right? System doesn't understand the human language. So they need to understand. They will have a separate language to be communicated so that they will do our tasks monotonously and also quickly and also without mistake. Correct? So in order to communicate with the system well, in order to make our application working well, so the language that we hear that the Guidewire has been using here is the Gosu language. This is also proprietary language that has been built by the Guideware. So this is Java concepts plus Python plus scripting kind of syntax. So it's a combination of two flavors, which makes it easy to program, easy to learn, easy to adapt, and easy to implement as well. So this is the best advantage of the Gosu language. And then the developer toolkit. So in order to make developer life easy, right? Instead of we getting a studio, installing all the dependencies, installing all the jars. So what Guidewire has thought of is with the code repo they share, right? They also bundle the studio as well. So you'll get the studio plus code repo plus the June framework, everything as one single package folder. Once you open that, everything is present in that. That's all. And as we all know that future is cloud, Guidewire has already moved from on-prem to cloud platform. So this has created, a lot of opportunities for all the cloud developers as well. Okay. So yeah, if you want to build a beautiful website, as I said, Jupyter framework will actually be helping you out. And then the developer ecosystem. So previously we never had a community, like till the last couple of years, right? We never had a beautiful community, but now they have built a beautiful community where once you get access, you can actually ask few questions, you can post your questions, you can write some blogs, and you can get your peer reviews done from the experts, and you can enhance your knowledge. Suppose let us say you are a newbie and you don't have any knowledge. Yes, you have an education portal which you get access once you join any of the company. Okay, once you clear an interview and once you join, right? After you complete your probation period, you can request access for the education portal. And once you get the education portal, you have a vast documentation which you can go through and you can master the products very easily. Okay. And then you have the marketplace. Suppose let us say you have built a very complex functionality which has taken 3 to 4 months. And let us say the same functionality wants to be similar functionality wants to be implemented by someone. So suppose let us say you wanted to export whole this whole of this functionality. Yes, you can do that and you can publish it in the marketplace. Once you publish, suppose let us say I want to use it. Yes, I can download that particular file in my local. I can reuse it in my project as well. So this is how you can build pre-built integrations and reusable assets, reusable code. All these things you can do and you can publish it in the marketplace. And the other partners can actually start using it. Okay. So then next part is what are we actually going to cover as part of our training? First thing is we will only be covering the policy center only. Okay. First thing that we need to clear. Second thing, we will only clearing and covering only configuration and integration. We are not going to cover rating and we are not going to cover the APD part. Okay. Right. And in Guidewire training, the first thing configuration. The first and very most important one is the data model. How the entities have been built and how do we, ensure the new entities have been created, how to leverage the existing entities. We will be discussing in that. And then the PCF part, it's nothing but the UI part. How do we build a very beautiful UI, which can be used by the internal users or the agents in order to key in the policies. And then the policy center main core concepts, like what is the policy life cycle, how do we build up new product, okay? I mean, like, what are the prerequisites for building a new product, and how can we actually customize the existing product, okay? And what are the business rules? Because see, each insurance company has their own business rules, right? See, if suppose I am offering you a bodily injury coverage at $250 premium, it need not be, someone offering at the same premium, right? Similarly, I can accept up to 5 vehicles on a personal auto policy. It might not be the same for you as well. So this is where a configuration developer role comes in. You need to understand the client business very well, understand the requirements well from the business analyst. You need to sit down, analyze the requirements, and slowly customize the system as per the need of the insurance company. Okay. And then comes the integration concepts. So first we need to understand what is Gosu language, Gosu syntax, Gosu rules, Gosu classes, Gosu validation, Gosu query. So we'll be covering all this and make you familiar with the whole Gosu language as much as possible in 7 to 8 classes. Okay. And then the bundle management, which helps you to commit the data into the database. And then logging. So how do you ensure you put some loggers in order to understand how do we try to figure out if any issue exists in the system. And then messaging. So here we'll be covering with an existing example, okay? Because we are not integrating our system with any kind of third party. So we'll be covering the entire messaging architecture. How do we trigger message, creating a new message, payload transformation. Yes, we'll be covering all of them. Then the web services, we'll try to consume and publish a SOAP API. And when it comes to REST, it'll be like we'll try to explain you the basic difference between the SOAP and REST, and we'll just give you a little bit of information on how do you implement the RESTful services. Batch process, we'll create a new batch process altogether, and we'll discuss the whole batch process flow. Okay, so this is the plan that we had in our mind, and yes, now I'll keep it open for the questions. Any questions you can ask, and we will be sharing you the notes at the end of each session. You need not worry about that. We have already prepared the notes. I'll show you the notes as well. Just give me a moment. So, are you able to see the notes actually?
Your screen is not being shared. Yeah, now it is shared.
So we have prepared notes for each and every session. We'll be sharing you the notes in the PDF format. You can go through the notes. So how I do is, first I'll be covering the concepts in theoretical fashion. Then I'll show you the hands-on. Wherever possible, we'll cover the hands-on. Then we'll discuss a real-time example. And in real-time example, we'll be explaining you, like we'll be again reiterating the steps and importance of each concepts. And once that is done, we'll leave it to you. Like we'll be sharing you the recording, the video record, like the audio and video recording, right? We'll be having a Zoom meeting. We'll be sharing you the recording, and we'll be sharing you the PDF of this. So then it is up to you. Like you need to sit and practice, because we'll be sharing the repo also with you. Okay. So these are the items we'll be sharing with you. We'll be sharing the code repo. We will be sharing you the class recording. We will be sharing you the PDF notes that we have prepared. And then we only expect one thing from you. After each and every session, we would request you to sit down, revise the concepts, reiterate it, practice it thoroughly, whatever concept we have discussed. Try to implement that example which we have discussed in the session. And trust me, you should be in a good position. So this is our plan. Okay. Any questions on any item?
So what's the duration of the course, and
Duration,
how many hours would
it will be at least 25 to 30 days. Okay. So when I say days per day, it's 1 hour. So you can expect around 24 to 30 hours. And also it depends upon you. If you're able to capture well, I can increase my pace. Okay. And we can even close it little early as well. So that you can practice it well before, and you can secure a job way before. Okay.
In any case, if I miss the class, then how will I cover it?
Recording. We are sharing you the recording, right?
Okay, only recording. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Rama. Is there any cloud concept covered in this topic now, right?
So when it comes to cloud, right, there will be few changes. Okay. So we will be covering version 10, which is on on-prem. Cloud, we don't get access. Let me clear this point as well. Okay.
Okay.
Cloud is only something that you can get only once you are tagged to the project. But
Okay.
the fundamentals remain same. If it is an entity,
Yeah.
it's an entity, whether it's in cloud or it's in on-prem. Only thing is, cloud gives you an additional advantage. The main advantage of cloud is you need not worry about the infrastructure, right? Here you need to worry about your Tomcat server, DB server. How do we ensure security has been established for your application? All these you are worrying on your on-prem. But when you go to cloud, all this will be taken care by Guidewire. That is the first advantage. Okay.
Okay.
Second difference is, here when we are designing, let me complete. Here when we are designing the product, we will be using the product designer. Okay. In the cloud, you will be using the advanced product designer. That is also inside the cloud. We can't get it outside. Again, here everything you will be building using the UI. I mean, you'll be having a web page loaded over there. You'll be customizing your product. Okay. But when you go to APD, right, it is relatively easy than this. It is just that how do you build a flowchart? It will be like that. Again, do the fundamentals change? No. So if you want to learn APD, it will take max 3 to 4 days. That's all. Once you spend that much of time, you should be good enough to understand. But you know the basic definition, what is coverage, what is exclusion, what is condition, what are coverage terms, how do they rely on, what is a covered object? All these concepts never change from on-prem to cloud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that Gosu language is like kind of Java or any
It's
like backend or
it's built upon Java, but you know,
mhm.
it's look like a scripting language. It won't be
Okay.
as tough as Java and all. Like when you
Okay.
start writing, like you will realize, like you need not declare the data type way before. Okay, you need not ensure that what is that we say. It's how do you write your Python code? It's relatively easy, right? You can write it like just print a plus b, print and it will give you the result, right?
Okay.
Right.
Eco.
It is like that. Even Gosu was like that. It's they have taken the features of both and they have built this language.
Okay. I know like after the completion of course, will you show any one small project or something like that?
See, every day now, when I'm starting the
Mhm.
session, apart from after I complete the theory, right, I will
Mhm.
be first showing you how we are really a scenario comes to it. Whenever possible, wherever possible, I'll be showing you real-time scenario directly. Suppose let us
Okay.
say I'm talking about the entities Bharat. Bharat only, right? I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about the entities. Okay. Then I'll ask you, see, tomorrow I have to store this data. Tell me, how do I create an entity? How do I store this information?
Okay.
Okay. But the examples I take, it will be from a range of low to medium. Don't expect me to
Mhm.
take a complex example at the start itself because
Yes.
you need
Yes.
to learn the concept, you need to learn the steps to configure, you need to digest it, right? So
Okay. Okay.
I'll be taking you some simple to medium examples. And after
See.
you practice from 2 to 3 months, and once you join the project, you need to get this information related and you'll be able to sail through very easily. And people are actually doing it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, since you have said that it is not open source, so we
Hmm.
need to know that how it works
That's
when we
what
learn.
we already have the studio outside. Okay. We'll be
Mhm.
sharing you that entire code repo. It has the steps
Mhm.
how to set up. That is the reason we have only on-prem version and we are doing the training in on-prem. Okay.
Okay, and my last question is, like I'm having 8 years of
Hmm.
experience in front end.
Hmm.
So after learning this Guidewire course,
Hmm.
uh, uh, how many years I can put have an experience in Guidewire?
Up to three. Up to three, I can
Okay.
promise you the training I deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Rest depends upon your practice and the effort you put in.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Rama
Yes.
Srikanth here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shrikant, tell me.
So, what about the functional people? So, how to cope up with the development part?
Right. See, when it comes to functional aspect, right? So when I talk about each and every concept, right, I would also talk from functional standpoint. I don't want to say, hey, if you want to configure entity, these are the steps. If I just complete this, dev role is complete. But who are we called as in the industry? We are called as consultants. We are not software engineers. You go to any company, CAP, Deloitte, EY, wherever you go, you are called as Guidewire consultant. Consultant is a person who is having a knowledge of both from application standpoint, functional standpoint, and coding standpoint. So when I cover, I can promise you, like if you're actually looking for functional knowledge, right? I can promise you to an extent of 60 to 70% of knowledge. Rest, you need to cover, like I can, suggest you few of the courses like ANS 101, ANS 102. You can actually complete those courses to fulfill the rest half of the knowledge. Because this course is more oriented towards dev. But it doesn't mean that you won't gain anything from here. Because when I say coverage rate, I would always start with a question. What is the purpose of coverage? Why do we need a coverage? Why it is called as coverage? Coverage covers what? So all these are from functional standpoint only, right? But it was never, I would never say each and every time, hey, this is functional, this is technical. I will never elaborate it in this way. Correct? Because if I keep on elaborating it, it doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, all of us need to work together, whether a dev or a QA or BA, right? Correct?
Yes.
So yeah, that's how I do it. Even though we are taking it for devs, I would always cover from whatever possible, like how I am working, what are the challenges. In between, I will also try to share the challenges that I have come across in my daily, work. See, this is the challenge. How do you counter it? How do you handle it? And when I'm writing the code, I will be asking each one of you to prompt me, or I will prompt you. It should be a discussion for me. It shouldn't be a one-way conversation at all. It should be a discussion. If you're not understanding, that's fine. We will take time. We'll try to understand that concept, then move forward. But after you come after 3 to 4 sessions and then come to me, hey Rama, I didn't understand this, or hey Arvind, I didn't understand this. No one of us can help. Okay. So that's something that I expect from you. Let's keep it as a discussion. Let's try to move forward, and let's try to learn from each of us and move forward. Does it sound like a plan, everyone? Everyone is on here. Yeah. So that's my style.
Hi, Rama.
Hi, Rajiv.
Yeah, Rama, I'm the beginner of Java coding, right? And
Doesn't
Gosu is
matter.
based on the Java, right?
See,
So,
in companies, right? In companies, that's what I'll tell you. People ask this question. In
yeah,
companies,
so,
we hire freshers, and we hire freshers from mechanical engineering, okay, electrical engineering. They will be given a training for 2 months, and right now they are my juniors who has actually had 3 years, 4 years experience. They are doing well. Okay, they are doing well.
so
I
it
will
is
cover-
from the beginning.
yeah, they are freshers, direct freshers. They have taken Guidewire training for 1.5 months in the company after they have joined the company. That's all. Right now they have 3 years of experience. They are never facing any challenge.
Okay.
You can take me as well, okay? I started my career with Guidewire Policy Center. I am from ECE background. I don't know any kind of software engineering concepts, oops concepts, anything. But then today I'm sustaining, right? It is just that you need to know what you need to know. Okay? If you just
Okay.
master that, you should be able to sustain in the industry. At least see, you will not be able to learn the whole oops concepts today. But today you learn what is mostly important, what is main thing, what is that you have to learn because you need to implement these things. Today you learn 5%. Next year you learn 5%. Then now you have, very good hands-on with Policy Center. Next year you learn 20%, right?
Right.
You're not going to showcase your experience as 10 years, right, Raju, today?
Okay.
Correct? Yeah. So
Yeah.
be confident. Don't
Yeah.
just think.
Rama, your ID is there at LinkedIn?
My ID? Yeah, it should be there.
On which name?
It should be same, like it will be like Ramadatta only.
But I'm not getting your name.
Maybe we don't have common friends. Yeah.
First thing first is like so until we are finalized, so the trainer will not be revealing his identity. So as you know.
Anything else?
Rama had this the resources, the Guidewire Studio, and also
Hmm.
so would we like after the training would we still have access to it or would it be gone?
I didn't understand.
I mean the Guidewire Studio and the resources.
Yeah, I get it. So
would we
you will
still
have it. So it will be like a piece of code. We'll be sharing a zip file. So it will be with
Okay.
you for lifelong.
Okay.
Hello, Rama.
Yes, Venkatesh. Tell me.
Batch will start.
Mm-hmm.
Batch will start.
That will be decided depending upon the others as well. It's not in our hands.
Mostly by Monday. So if everyone gives a nod, so it
Yeah.
mostly by Monday will be starting. So usually the timing will be 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Okay, the course will start from Policy Center configuration only, right?
Yes.
No.
Okay, okay.
So it will be 7 a.m. IST or EST?
IST.
Okay.
Okay, Rama, thank you so much.
Okay, yeah. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
We'll
Thank
wait for the confirm the session.
Yeah, sure. Welcome. You're welcome to the session.
Yeah, hi Rama.
Yeah, hi Vishnu. Tell me.
Yeah, like I missed the session. I joined late. Uh, Rama, like, is this a 1 month course enough to get into as a Guidewire developer?
Yeah, definitely. So we'll be covering what and all is needed. You need to first of all, we'll be covering all the core concepts. We'll be walking you through the steps that you need to understand to configure the product. Then we'll be giving you a walkthrough of real life examples, like real time examples. We are also sharing the studio repo, the code repo with you. The only thing we expect from you is like practice it well. So with that, people are already doing it and they're able to do it well. So I believe even you should be able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like in this course, like both integration and configuration covered, right?
Yeah, we are covering, like I just showed you the plan, right? We'll be covering all the concepts like configuration and integration concepts. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Then.
So Rama, hi Rama. So I also missed the session actually. So actually I want to learn the Climb Center. So this is goes to Policy Center, right? Can I take this Policy Center course, or I need to take a separate Climb Center course? So what do you suggest actually?
So what's your role? Like, do you have a job in play hand, or like, what is it?
Yes. I have it, but internally the training sessions also going on into the Climb Center. So I'm looking for Climb Center sessions, not the Policy Center. So can I
So yeah, so
start?
the difference what we suggest should be like, so only the functional part varies, but the base, right? So the Gosu, the PCF data model, everything remains the same.
Functional part in the sense the domain you are talking about.
Yeah, domain specific knowledge will vary. Like if you get any other trainer who would train on CC, like that would be okay. But so if you are in urgent need and if you want to know what is Guidewire, you can take it up.
So then fine. And one more thing. So any cloud oriented training sessions you are going to take?
No, as Rama already said, so cloud, we won't be having the studio hall to show it up. So only basic on-prem will be there, and like so there will not be any difference as such. Only few things, but the base will still remain the same.
Okay then. Yeah, I'll talk with admin. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, then I'll end the call. Thank you, everyone.